we tagged our message this morning, Functional, Dysfunctional Family. It seems that recent years that the dysfunctional family is most often talked about or described as being a broken family. Most of the times when I go into different schools or different hospitals and I'm dealing with some kids and the doctors or the principal or the teachers refer to a family that may only have a mom, a broken family, or a family that only have dad at home, a broken family. And I know some families I know some guys that was raised in a family with just a mom. It turned out pretty good because they had a great mom. But there's a falsity here in our world that is an illusion called the functional family. People believe that there are some whose families operate in some sort of perfections. They have a lot of harmony in their family, a lot of love. The question I have for you is that your family? Is that your family? It's the Leave It to Beaver called kind of family. The Cleavers, Joan, Jim, Betty, Bud, Kathy Anderson, Father Knows Best. It's Andy, Opie, A.B. Taylor. Television has for many years made untold money creating an image of something called the perfect family. Show after show, movie after movie has demonstrated to us what a perfect family looks like. Amen? Thought I was here by myself. Writers have fabricated storyline after storyline in an attempt to lure us in some fantasy world that a perfect family exists. Say amen. And after a few minutes, we can enter into a perfect, unspoiled world of the Waltons. Everybody gets along with everybody. Everybody agrees. Everyone says good night to one another. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Mary. Good night, Aaron. Good night, Jason. The perfect family. I don't know if we have any of them here, but I know I don't live in one. I know I wasn't raised in one. But the illustrious, functional family. And I'm not so sure that the perfect family exists, however. In fact, I believe we have been duped. I believe we have been bamboozled. I believe we have been tricked. The illusion called the perfect family, as we imagine, it may not even exist. We want it. We hope for it. We pray for it. We've been shown it on TV. It must be somewhere. Would that perfect family please stand? Don't do it. It's out there somewhere. I really don't believe it exists. But let's step outside of the fantasy world of television and fictional books for a few minutes and look at that free app that's on your phone that's called the Bible. And in fact, if you look at the very first family mentioned in the oldest historical recorded book in the Bible, Genesis, it takes us all the way back to Adam and Eve. Cain rose up and kissed Abel, his brother, and killed him. Perfect family, right? Listen, folks. The very first family ever mentioned in the Bible was at best dysfunctional. Somebody say amen. How about King David? Remember him? He's the guy that brought the Ark of God back to Israel with dancing and singing. But he stands with his pretty little bride and she mocks him in worshiping God. The perfect family. They couldn't even worship God together. Somebody say amen. Let's not forget David's son Absalom, a smart kid. He was tall, dark, handsome boy. But look what this guy was. He was a snake in the grass. He eventually tried to split his father's kingdom and bring a division in the nation of Israel. Perfect family. But how about the father and the mother of the Jewish nation? Abraham and Sarah. He couldn't decide if she was his sister or his wife. Didn't know whom he was afraid of. Somebody say amen this morning. She's trying to get him to sleep with her servant in order to force a miracle from God. All the while, the Bible and history will recognize this one of the most dysfunctional families the world has ever seen. Let's not forget about Jacob now. Yeah, he's got it all together. He's the one that heard about this hard-working guy, and he's the one that had all these boys who become the tribes of Israel. And we know the story. These boys, they take father's favorite son out, they gonna kill him, right? But they didn't have the guts to kill him, so they threw him in a pit. And so they sell him to a slave, hoping they would never see him again. The perfect family. The perfect family. Should we give them 5 stars? Perfect family. And we all know the story, and we all know the parable about the prodigal son. Oh yeah. This guy went out and just partied up his father's inheritance. Woke up one morning with nothing. Every dysfunctional family has one. Amen? I know we do in mine. They have too. Stop counting too. I could go on and on this morning, tell you story after story about dysfunctional families right here in the Bible. We think that our family is the only family on the block that has some problems. House, to apartment, knock on their door. They have some issues. They got some stuff going on. It may look like the perfect family when they drive up in their Lexus and pull in the driveway. I'm going to check them. I got one. Drive to the mailbox, open it, look up the bag back up, push the button, turn the car around, garage door go up, drive in, the car go down, the blinds closed. Woo! We don't know what's going on inside. But if you look at that, you would think, ooh, got it going on. Perfect family. But It's all wrong. It's all wrong. It's wrong. Understand this. Families are made up of people that are imperfect, even dysfunctional. None of us are Jesus. Huh? I say amen this morning. None of us are perfect. Excuse me. And here's what I'm saying this morning, and I hope it brings some type of enlightenment to you and understanding to you this morning of your own family. Cain killed his brother Abel because of religious and occupational differences, okay, which brought jealousy and eventually caused someone to die. But just think about this. Now, what if he went to his brother and said, hey, brother, I realize that you got a great relationship with God, and you got to get, you're not only in a relationship, but you're in fellowship with him. Why don't you pray for me? Did he have to take it to the point where he killed his brother? That's all he had to do was say, come on, man, help me to get some of what you got. The functional family is a family despite of the differences of the individuals, they still encourage, support one another. Somebody say amen. They still love one another. Somebody say amen. They still accept one another. They still embrace one another. Functional doesn't mean perfect. Functional doesn't mean in harmony. Functional doesn't mean picture perfect family. Functional means that we can do it. Functional means that I got your back. Functional means that it's working, but it's not perfect, but it's working. Functional means that despite of all our dysfunctions, we still have each other and we still are family. Now I'll tell you what, there was 9 of us in my family, 2 girls and 7 boys. Oh, believe me, we fought too. We got it on. But I tell you what, don't mess with one of the tail boys and see what happens to you. We gonna come together. We gonna knock you up. We gonna get you. In spite of our disagreements, and we could have just had a disagreement, but if you say something about my brother, it's over. Please don't say nothing about that, my sisters. You got all 7 of us. And she could be dead wrong. We may not be the Griswolds, but we are family. We may not be the Osborns, but still family. We may look like eyeballs to some people, we're still family. You may not like what you see, but what you see is what you get. This is us. Us as family. We may fuss. We are family. We may disagree, but we are family. We may not always get along all the time, but we are family. But we are family. But we respect one another's differences because we are family. And here's what Rita says about it. Somebody say it. Respect. See, that's what we lost in the family, that we don't even respect each other. And when you don't respect each other, you probably don't have no respect for yourself. Bottom line. I love that song. Respect. Reality TV recently is all about showing people what some would consider dysfunctional families. Television has gone so far, it's gone just to create an illusion of perfect family to finally showing everyone what some real families really look like. But they use, of course, celebrities to do it, right? Try to make it seem more surreal. But I wonder how much real antics of these families and these people are real. The Osborne, the Dashers. Most recently, the Robertsons, the most watched program on A&E Network, talk about dysfunctional people. All Jess ever talks about is eating frogs. Side talks about nonsense. All Willie talks about is making money. And the dad, all he's talking about is killing something, eating something out the swamp. The mom seems to be blind to what's going on with everyone else in the family. Willie and his wife Corey just told the story of their parents' very ugly early marriage that was littered with alcohol, abuse, and neglect. One thing about it, they would tell you they're not perfect. But what I love about it is they're honest. They say we are messed up on the floor. But somehow, at the end of the day, at the end of the week, they all get together and they sit down for a family meeting and they bow their heads and thank God for each other. We don't even eat together no more. Everybody's schedule's so busy that we don't even take time to have dinner together. We have to make an appointment. Hey, can you put in your calendar that we'll have dinner today on Wednesday and maybe Thursday? And I got some, maybe Sunday we can have lunch. I'm just, the kids got to get here. And we call ourselves family. Dysfunctional people functioning as a family. I think about the family of God. That's what this church is supposed to be. And I believe it was the Gathers, this group here. And they wrote a song. And here's what it says. It says, I'm so glad I'm a part of the family of God. I've been washed in the fountain, cleansed by his blood. For I am a part of the family of God. Listen to the next verse. You will notice we say brother and sister around here. It's because we're a family and these are so near. When one has a heartache, we all share the tears and rejoice in each victory in this family so dear. Sounds like a tight family to me. The family of God is made up of dysfunctional people. No one here, including myself, is perfect. We all are human. And I heard someone say, why don't you act human? Like acting human means I act correctly. I don't mean that. Sometimes I've seen some animals treat each other better. I've actually seen some people treat their animals better than they treat family. Man, that's enough about that dog. Put you out, dog will stay. I got in the car during one time, he put me in the back seat with the dog in front. I said, dude, stop the next corner. Let's go. Huh? We don't treat each other as family. This church is a family. This church is a group of people who come together as one unit This church is made up of a bunch of people who don't have everything all together. This church is a group of people who don't have it all together. Let's just say amen and give for one good side. Amen. This is a church of a group of people who probably will never have it all together. But we are working hard at it. Because we are family. And I'm not sure if any of us are perfect yet. See, I put yet because we probably never will be. But it's cool. In fact, I'm sure we're not. It may look like we have it all together, but give us some time. We will find a way to mess it up because we are human. And this church, Lakeside Worship Center, has only been worshiping together for 4 years. We have been experiencing a bit of a little honeymoon. And we really haven't got to the point where we know everybody all together. And we're going to realize at some point that we all are not perfect. Some of us are going to realize that this church is made up of some people that we just don't understand. But guess what? They may not understand you either. This is why grace is so important. This is why forgiveness is so important. This is why acceptance is so important. This is why love is so important. This is why peace is so important. This is why joy is so important. Woo. Let me say this. I may not understand you, but I still love you. You may not understand me, but I pray that you still love me. But I accept you, and I appreciate you anyway. Regardless how tall you are, how short you are, how you talk, what color your hair is, or if you don't eat Popeyes, that's all right too, but I still love you. Because we are family. We may be diverse, but we still can put it together enough to bow our heads and bless the Lord. And here's what I'm going to ask you this morning. If you consider Lakeside Worship Center your church, we come together after this craziest weeks we go through. We come here as one unit. We put our hands together. We give God the praise. But here's what I'm going to ask you this morning. If this is your church and you're part of this family, I'm going to ask you to stand to your feet. I'm going to ask you to stand to your feet. I'm going to ask you to give Jesus a shout this morning. I'm going to ask you to go hug somebody and tell them, I love you, family. Go hug somebody. Say, family, I love you. brothers, I feel about y'all. Let somebody say something about you. They're going to fight me. Because you my family.